In their only public appearance together since May, when their account of a near-catastrophic car chase through Manhattan was questioned by authorities and even their own taxi driver, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex projected a united front in an awkward video released today. They were filmed congratulating youngsters on receiving grants from the first Responsible Technology Youth Power Fund that their Archewell Foundation helps to finance. Watch.
Congratulations, this is great, and we're so happy to have you as part of this team.
Really, thank you for all the work you're doing. It's huge. It's making an enormous impact.
Thank you for doing everything that you do. Our kids especially are incredibly grateful.
They don't know it yet.
They don't know it yet.
But they will.
So good to talk to you.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, everyone.
Have a good
Take
one.
care, bye.
Bye.
So all smiles there, but not every public appearance this year has been such a success, with awkward incidents like this. Remember at the NBA basketball back in April, fueling rumours that maybe things are not all good. Well, I'm delighted to welcome to the studio Royal Insiders Lady Victoria Hervey and Ingrid Stewart, the editor-in-chief of Majesty magazine. So, Ingrid, it feels like this video, I mean, I've got the Daily Mail front page here, has been released to silence the critics who are saying the marriage is in trouble. What was your take on it?
Well, my take on it is that they need to be high profile. They also love being in control. They have to be in control. Well, Meghan has to be in control, and Harry does what he's told. And they're in control of their own PR and their own media, and it's their own company that are involved with this. And
So they had control over this video?
They had total control over this video. They all look very beautiful. It's in their garden, and they talk to these young kids and say how wonderful they are. So it's all sweet and chirpy, but it's totally controlled, and I think rather unnatural. And they need the boost. I think they need the boost more for their work than for their marriage, because I understand... and, of course, my sources are excellent.
Always.
That the marriage is fine. But, I mean, that's what I understand.
But the professional side of things...
The professional side of their life is not so good.
Because they've lost a lot of money.
If they're not seen in Hollywood, people forget you very quickly.
Lady V, the thing I couldn't understand about this video, though, is that, remember... Ingrid's right. They had full control over it. It wasn't live.
No.
It was edited. And the moment that they chose to release, Meghan was still questioning what Harry said. He said, oh, our kids are really grateful for this. And she said, effectively, well, no, they're not, because they don't know about it yet.
I mean, I think with Meghan, she likes to always have the last word. It's always got to be about her. She has to finish his sentences. You know... So, I don't know, I found it very contrived. I found it very fake. You know, it was a bit...
Not very attractive.
No, and I just... They probably filmed it a while ago.
Well, yeah, so you have a theory that this is not a new video.
I think it's a PR stunt. It is just to get them some better press, because obviously it hasn't been great for them recently, and I think they probably filmed it a while ago and they've just kind of fished it out, because... if things are not going great and they're not together, they want to make it look like they are together.
I mean, the thing that I don't understand, Ingrid, is that when are we actually going to get some meat on the bones about what this couple really want to deliver to the world? Because today, it's saccharine sweet nonsense, you know, saying thanks to some people who claim that they didn't know they were going to speak to the Sussexes even though they were
There was a camera there, yeah.
There's no mission, is there? There's no overarching cause. There's nothing that they're really trying to achieve.
Well, I mean, also they speak in gobbledygook.
Yeah.
It's really hard to understand what they're doing.
Always.
Right. I mean, I don't
it's
really...
Mumbo jumbo. It's Californian mumbo jumbo.
I've read this, and I've read it to Victoria.
Little world.
We all read it, and we still don't really know what it's about.
No.
So we don't know what they do.
Yeah.
We don't know what they're doing.
Well, and can I just say, if this is genuinely
in a
initiative about cyberbullying, though,
That
the
would be
people who they have to go after... No, let me tell you, and I really mean this, because I've experienced it myself a lot. The people who they have to go after is this vile group of internet trolls called the Sussex Squad, who are their supporters.
On Twitter, right?
And they spread disinformation, vile lies. They are literally, the Sussex Squad are the most vile, vicious spreaders of disinformation and hate and illegal material on all of the internet. And that's their supporters. So I don't know where they get off talking about cyberbullying, Victoria. I don't.
Well, it
really
sounds
good
like they
point.
need to kind of bring it closer to home then, if that is the case. That is sort of one of the reasons that I don't. Not really on Twitter, because it is like the dungeons of, you know.
This Sussex court, I think I understand, because I've also been a victim of it, that they're quite a small group.
Yes.
It could be.
Yes.
I mean,
and
they feel like...
what they do is they have
a lot of them,
hundreds and hundreds
and they
of
have,
accounts controlled by individuals to push a particular message, often one that is started by that odd little bloke, Omid Scobie. And I just think Harry and Meghan need to stop talking about cyberbullying, because it's their fans and their fanatics.
Right.
So until they clean up what's going on with their own supporters, I think it should be
Probably
ignored.
don't little people sitting in a dark room.
Well, let's say that they don't appear to understand that, though. They've never talked about the Sussex.
No, never. Because they love them, because they go after their enemies. Remember what they said about Camilla. Remember what they say about Kate. They spread terrible rumours about William online all the time. And I just find it really ironic, because can they really keep going on saying, oh, we're going to try and clean up the internet, when your own supporters are doing this? And when it comes to Harry, by the way, as well, I think he does know what's going on, Ingrid, because remember, he has this blind Twitter account where he follows everything. So he's not out there officially as Prince Harry on Twitter, but we know he has an account to find out what's going on.
With it, isn't
Right.
he?
Yeah.
Well,
Which is part of his big problem.
They're that obsessed by everything that they do that they're obviously going to have secret accounts, you know, because they are desperate
want to know
to
what
be in the
people are
press.
saying.
They are desperate to be the next big story. I mean, obviously, this story is like they've just thrown us out there like they were going to, you know, like the car chase and all these other things they do. And then it backfires on them because it ends up looking like it's been orchestrated. It doesn't
But Ingrid,
look
you
natural.
are hearing the marriage is fine.
I am hearing that the marriage is fine. But then again, that could be another smokescreen, except the person that told me, I think, would probably know very well.
And Lady V, what about you? Do you think the marriage is okay?
No. I mean, I think it's rocky. Definitely rocky.